good morning. Ira Epstein with your morning flash update for this Thursday, the 29th of June, 2023, just after 8:25 in the morning. The market's getting a setback, and let me tell you, jobless claims numbers shook the market. It shook it a lot. I'll show you in a moment here, but you're down 1 in 20, 30 seconds in the bonds. You're down 31 points in the notes. So this market had gotten complacent, and now we see that the claims, the jobs data, the Fed says maybe there'll be 2 more hikes, but the naysayers, they'll go, no, that's not going to happen. Well, you're getting those hikes because this just about guarantees that you're going to be looking at something else, unless this jobs data is just noise and we get into the jobs report, which is coming up very shortly, and it shows something different. But barring that, interest rates back up, going to weigh on the energy markets. You got to move now from the August Brent. I want you to move to the July contract. You got to move over to the next month in the Bitcoin. Today's the last day that you want to be in those. You want to make your move now. In the grain market, they tried, as you could see, you were 8 cents higher than this in the corn, and you were up about 12 cents higher in the beans. But there's something about the weather patterns that are spooking the markets. The jobless numbers threw this market back for a loop. Yeah, that's a big swing, in my opinion. 25 points lower than the peak already, down 200 points. About 200 points lower in the S&P, and down about 90 from its peak in the NASDAQ, and that got thrown. Look at the gold. I thought you might be making a run for the 200-week average. Looks to me like you're, $6 away from it, so that's about to happen. Dollar much stronger at the expense of a number of currencies. And again, the reason for this, and I'll take you right there, it's the jobless claims down 26,000. The market was not looking for that. There came in at 239. The market expected 264, about unchanged. That didn't happen. And even worse, the continuing claims continue to fall. Now, adding fuel to the fire, the final first quarter GDP came in stronger. You got it up at 2%. They were looking for 1.4. The preliminary was 1.3. That's not a little bit of a shift. That's a lot stronger number. And you saw that in final sales and consumption come in that way. The other numbers were, I think, somewhat in line, so I'm not too worried there. You're going to get the National Association of Retail Sales. You're going to get the EIA natural gas storage today, too. But the whopper was the jobless claims, because the market was getting complacent, that things were looking pretty darn good, that the Fed, maybe they'd go 1 or 2 rate hikes, but things looked under control. The market is starting to say, control what? That becomes the issue for the marketplace. Now, we'll see if it can absorb it. You had some good numbers that came out yesterday afternoon in the Fed stress tests, and all the banks were doing pretty good. But I'd be very worried still about the regional banks. You're going to read articles, if you can go to Bloomberg, about regional hot money. I don't even know if you know what hot money is, but it's how you bring money onto the books, and you've got to pay more money to do it. That money's not what we call sticky. It's very fickle. It'll be with you today, and a week later it comes right off your books. So be careful. Now, the only way you can get it to stick is you got to put certain safeguards in place that when that money comes to you, they lose certain things. But you pay a big interest to get it, and that's what's made some of these deposits come up at these regional banks. There's questions about if that money is just plain too darn hot. I talk about that and a lot more in my morning subscriber videos, just to give you an idea. At about 5:15 each morning, I start recording and give you ideas. What's going on in Asia? What's going on in Europe? What reports are coming out today? Did we get follow through in this from whatever it might be overnight? And then we start covering all these different types of markets. And we do it with charts. So it's not, hey, here's what Ira thinks, blah, blah. I'll show you daily charts. I'll show you weekly charts. As you know, we just did a special report on Lucid. Well, I'll do one this coming week on futures. You're going to get something out of that. We'll talk swing trades, longer term. I had a feeder cattle that we put on just the 16th of the month. And yesterday we took some money out of that one, all right? We got lucky, a profit. It could have been a loss too. But in all fairness, Longer term, shorter term trades, swing trades, we cover it all there. You owe it to yourself to give it a try. Just go to our website under the word research. You can click up here to get there at any time. If you're watching me on YouTube, look at this blue button. Give it a click and join us. That's how you can come in. I'm Ira Epstein. I'll see you at the end of the day with the market wrap up. You have a great trading day.